Stellar Blade gave every single employee 3.4k as a year-end bonus, but on top of that, they gave them all a PS5 Pro. Not a regular PS5, a PS5 Pro. They essentially gave every single employee about $4,000. They went and sold 1 million copies, and then instead of giving all that money to shareholders, they actually spread some of the profits back to their employees. And this is actually something that kind of stings to think about as somebody that lives in the West. We don't appreciate the fucking employees that make some of the good games. Now, don't get me wrong. Ubisoft and a couple other companies make dog shit games, but is it really the developers on the ground floor's fault that the games are bad? Or is it executives making bad decisions, tanking their company, and then blaming the employees? Like, is the majority of Ubisoft bad in this context? But that's beside the point. When you have Japanese and Chinese companies delivering games that A, look appealing and feel appealing, and then they reward their employees. Sure, these guys probably crunch like a motherfucker, but you crunch in the West as well. It's not like the West is crunch proof. Companies do it all the fucking time. But they feel more appreciated and valued, at least in comparison. Now, in the West though, executives and C-level people get 10,000 extra money as Eastern C-level people and Eastern executives. For example, when Nintendo was going through its hard time, the CEO of Nintendo didn't fire anybody, didn't lay anybody off. He took a pay cut. And that's what's missing in Western companies, is the appreciation of A, your audience, and B, your employees. Everybody's expendable, including the audience. Because if we stop spending money, if we stop playing the games, they'll just make a game to a more exploitable audience. Younger kids. People that are getting addicted to gambling with people like, gacha mechanics or things of that nature. And gacha's popular in the East too, don't get me wrong. But the company differences across the board are starting to become more and more staggering. Stellar Blade isn't even the most selling game of 2024 or 2023. It sold well. But companies that did 10x the sales or 100x the sales did not give their employees jack fucking shit. And being replaceable is not a good method of living. It's not a good way to view the world, because if you replace every employee at a certain point, who are you making games for? And who are the developers that are making these games when every single person is replaceable and there's no fucking value? Ubisoft is a glaring example of this. Get used to not owning your own games. Ubisoft, how about you get used to not being a fucking owned company? You're about to get owned by Tencent. How about that? Or companies saying you think you do, but you don't. Or any variety of things where we as an audience, we as a customer base are quite literally told, go fuck yourself. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And then when we don't buy it, why aren't you buying the game? Gamers are ruining gaming. There is no winning from both a developer's point of view and a consumer's point of view. We are the problem no matter what. If you ask for higher wages, well, we can't pay you higher wages because then we'd have to raise prices, add more gacha mechanics, add more gimmicks, more skins. But even when they do add those things, the employees don't see shit. And we, the gamers, don't get to see any actual improvement to our quality of gaming. Western gaming needs to have a full-on shift, a cultural zeitgeist where we actively push back and start pressuring companies to pay back both the employees that they employ, as well as giving good games to us, the consumers, so we can actually consume. Because I've been buying less and less year on year because nothing is actually coming out that feels appealing to me as an individual anymore. Or maybe I'm just a boomer and who the fuck knows what I'm talking about and I'm in the clear wrong here. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Who knows? I can't say much because it's like every game. I have so many games I love already that I just kind of stopped buying new ones.
True. Especially with Game Pass's value, why buy when you're going to get it for free? But thank you everybody for watching. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you hated it, like and subscribe so you can see one more video next week. Also, look at all my shorts. Thank you all. I've been hard out. Peace.